What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster-in-Chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with Naya Humans. It's a deck that used to be really good before rotation, but it lost the Luminarch Aspirant and it lost the Elite Spellbinder. There's a couple of cards that we've had to replace, and I put in some good replacements, I think, and so far it's humming along just great. I'm sitting on like something around 70% win rate in upwards of 20 matches. Of course, you don't have to believe me. You can just go and look at my Untapped profile. The link is always down in the description. So yeah, that's really all I need to say as far as a preface. Other little bit of news here in the introduction. As you know, I'm in India. Apologize for the delay getting out, content. I've struggled a little bit with jet lag and, just general travel fatigue, and then trying to find a decent, stable internet connection and the time in which to record, etc. But I'm finally back, and it's great to be in front of the camera. It's so good to be here. I've missed you guys. And I've missed Arena. This is like the second time I've played any games really in this whole season. So the deck has taken me up into midway through Platinum 3 like this. It was just like boop, 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 boop. And what else do I need to add? The content will be coming out a little bit more slower. I'll probably be doing like maybe 2 or 3 uploads a week. Until I leave India and I get back to my house, and then we'll resume with a more normal schedule. So now that all the news announcements are out of the way, and without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Naya Humans updated for MTG Bro Standard. I'm not going to do a lot of talking here. We've got the strong mono white shell with the main reason to splash red and green in what is otherwise a very strong mono white shell. This great top end, Halana and Alena partners, and Sigarda, Champion of Light. But talking about the things that we've had to replace, the Luminarch Aspirant and the Elite Spellbinder. Well, as far as the Elite Spellbinder is concerned, we've got the new Elite Spellbinder, Anointed Peacekeeper. Very, very similar. You guys have seen this card before. It was forming very much the backbone of the mono white aggro deck before MTG Bro came out, and now mono white aggro is mostly just soldiers, but this card was very, very strong one set ago, and it still continues to be really strong. That turn 2 Thalia into Anointed Peacekeeper, taxing the opponent quite heavily, is great. And then there isn't really a good 2-drop to replace, or as good a 2-drop as a Luminarch Aspirant, but I have found Hajar here from the new set to be quite nice in the deck. It's first of all, it's just a 2-mana 3/3, which is great. I mean, if you're playing it on a second chapter of Kumano faces Kakkazan, enters the battlefield as a 2-mana 4/4, that's pretty amazing against soldiers and mono red and all these things. It's pretty tough to get around that in the early game. But then later on, you can sacrifice it at instant speed and give legendary creatures you control +1/+0, and they gain indestructible until end of turn. When you go through the list, there's actually a fair bit of legendary creatures. We've got Thalia, Adeline, and of course our important top end over here. So I've had these matches where the opponent finally builds up the right mana to hit us with the depopulate, and then you just not only do you get to draw a card. Oh no, wait, no, you'd have to sacrifice the Hajar on the trigger, on the stack, but you get to draw a card because you got multicolored things over here. But then, all your legendaries remain on the battlefield, and they're kind of the important ones that need to stay on the battlefield for you to actually win the game. So Hajar has been pretty fantastic. And then, of course, we're running a couple of Valorous Stances. This is I basically just copied my old list from way back when. All I brought, all the new cards are really just Kumano, Hajar, and the Anointed Peacekeeper. The rest is exactly the same. We've still got the Hopeful Initiate here to help us remove some artifacts and enchantments. The Sigarda can, with the Coven ability, a little bit of, we can get some cards out of that as well. It's been just fine. Other than that, it's a tribal deck, so we get to play Secluded Courtyard. I do have one Eiganjo here, of course, mostly white sources because it's a mostly white deck. Etchings of Kumano, the backside of Kumano faces Kakkazan, is also a human, so you'll benefit from the Sigarda. Just little bits and pieces that I thought I'd throw out there before we jump into some games and see how the deck performs on the Platinum ladder. So far, so good. Might ride this one into the into Diamond and see then if it continues to perform in Diamond. But let's see. So far, so good. So far, I'm really surprised, and I'm surprised you don't see more of this type of thing. I guess there's just newer things to do, and people always gravitate to what's new and interesting. Alana and Alena and Sigarda are like some of the oldest cards in the format, but it's, you know, just trying to prove that they continue to be really strong. I can do a Kumano into Adversary, that's not terrible. Or we might top deck a green source. It would have to be the Secluded Courtyard. On a black. Well, at least it can't be cut down. And then Peacekeeper turn 3 is pretty freaking great, I must tell you. Especially against mono black. Fine. That's okay. Why wouldn't you attack? Interesting. I guess it has to be the Flesh Gorger. Yeah. Not super happy with what I saw in the opponent's hand there, to be honest. I was expecting... At least he's having a bit of trouble with mana. Oh, top deck city. Yeah. You'd have to double block and then the underdog would get exiled because of the etchings, so that's pretty cool. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. And then we can just Brutal Cathar his Flesh Gorger if he manages to actually find a land. Woohoo! We're cooking! Coming through! I mean, it doesn't feel that special when the opponent bricks like that, but I'm always happy to beat mono black, honestly. Alright, game 1 victory. Hopefully, opponent puts up a little bit more of a fight. Get a little bit of a spectacle going for game 2. But hopefully the luck has turned, because I went 5-0 in testing, which is the reason why I even decided to record this video. And those of you who follow me on Twitter would have seen that I went like 17-3 with the deck yesterday or something. It was up on my Twitter. But then I had a little run of bad luck there in the middle, which is why I'm back down in Platinum 3. I was almost in Diamond, and then I just had just weird stuff with the shuffler, flooding like crazy, bricking, you know, that kind of nonsense that tends to happen quite often. Okay, well, bit of a greedy hand, but I'm willing to risk it for these beauties, these lovely ladies over here. Okay. Mono red that doesn't play anything on turn 1 is always great. That's bad, man. That's bad. Big red. That is terrible. That is just ridiculous. Honestly, we're so screwed. He's got 2 ways. Oh, shit. Well, whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter what I name, so everything kills my guy. Big red. This is a freaking strong deck. I prefer to the burn version, honestly. Just hit me with whatever you want. There we go. Ooh. Okay, no, 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 no. Obliterating Bolt will just kill that in one fell swoop. Five toughness next turn.
So you might as well give a toast. I'd love to.
That's a little tougher. Does he have enough mana to do the 2 plus 3 is 5? Yep. With the +1 from the Chandra. 3, 4, 5. Or he could do, I don't know, Skitterbeam Battalion. I wonder. I really enjoyed Big Red. You know, a few weeks back I put it up on the channel. It's one of my favorite decks from the season. Please just play anything else, like other than doing your best to get rid of my Sigarda. Like maybe try carry out your other whatever plan you got going. Because then if we can just land a Halana and go take this to like whatever, that's going to be huge next turn. Then we're cooking. He has to go Obliterating Bolt for 2, and then he'd still have the mana without even using the +1 from Chandra to do also the Brotherhood's End. But I think he's probably trying to keep that because he's assuming that I have like more small creatures, little humans, and he'd be right in assuming that, of course. Okay, so he goes for the battalion. Bunch of 2/2s. Can't block because then he just +1s Chandra and hits us with the Obliterating Bolt.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
Okay, that's nice. Oh, maybe.
Ha! Can't douse these.
Gotta love that. Amount of 5/5. I don't even know why I swung for Chandra. I should have just... I guess he was getting close to the emblem, but he's got a backup one in hand. I am gonna block. I need that life. The Brotherhood's End is terrible, but I'm back up on 13. And we still got this huge Sigarda that might just carry us to victory. So fingers crossed.
We should all follow our hearts.
Epic fail. It's got to be the Brotherhood's End, right? Yeah.
This way.
Wipes out his own things, but now he also hits up. Oh my god. The punishment that was. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh, the pain. I guess Chandra. Now we just hope the opponent's having a little bit of trouble with finding good things to play.
Don't fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight. Give a toast? I'd love to.
See how you had to pay mana to activate his loyalty abilities? That's because of the second little bit of the text box with the Anointed Peacekeeper that most people miss. Oof. Oof. Let's get rid of his card advantage in case, you know, his hand, he's just sitting on nothing good.
No after party. I'm wiped out.
Mishra's Foundry. Okay. Back up Halana. Okay, now I'm feeling confident. Saves the Foundry. Didn't want to... He's trying to keep it for a last resort in case he didn't top deck anything worthwhile, but... No blocks. Off you go. Ooh, off you shall go. I don't know if I would have been playing all those Brotherhood's Ends as with all of those Chandras personally, but everybody makes their own deck building decisions. Alright, 2 wins. Good luck streak. Good luck streak. Let's go. No mono blue. No mono blue. No mono blue. No Grixis mid-range. No Grixis mid-range. I know I sound like a stuck record, but it's that point when the meta starts to feel stale that I start to sound like this. It's like, just gets a little bit boring. Esper Legends. There we go. Rafine. Aha! No 2-drop. No cut down either. Let's run it into a make disappear, I guess. Surely, I mean, what else? Yep. Of course. Just waiting for that at okay. You got another make disappear? Okay. Or you got another go for the throat. It's either or. Okay, so slightly different from the usual list so far. Maybe I'm getting this. Maybe it's some kind of reanimation thing going on here. Esper Reanimator? Sometimes I wonder, man, what I did to deserve this. Now the sweeper. Wouldn't be surprised in the least. Maybe just like straight up Esper control. Wow, cool. I like it when I don't know what I'm playing against. Honestly, it makes it for a much more interesting. Woohoo! Please don't counter this. It's probably going to be the old Wandering Emperor. No? No Emperor? Could it be possible that we actually get a little bit lucky for once in our lives? Wouldn't be the strangest thing that's happened. Okay. Okay. We can slam a leveler next turn somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No? Yeah. Repair and recharge. Depopulate. Activate ability. I even get card draw. Honestly, man, sometimes it's really just wow. If you have another depopulate, woo, heads are gonna roll. Trippy list. I like it. We'll play the opponent like for trying something different. Very, very interesting deck. Esper something or another that I have no idea, but looked interesting. I like it when people try new things this late in the format. I always applaud creativity. As you know, I mean, that's the whole point of the channel. I'm trying to get as many people as possible to try to brew new stuff and not just stick with the tried and tested meta decks. There's always some new thing that can be discovered. There's so many cards that just never end up seeing any play. I'm probably going to go well off the deep end in the next month while we wait for spoiler season to begin. By the way, did you guys see those leaks today? I'm thinking of doing a little spoiler talk tomorrow. There was some bonkers cards that got spoiled, like bonkers. I like that. I like that quite a lot, actually. Even though it's a little bit painful, we can do our thing. Kumano into Thalia or Hajar, but probably Thalia, depending on what color we see here. Ah, Thalia it is. Maybe Gruul. There's this new like Gruul ramp deck that's making the rounds. It's really, really powerful looking deck. I can't wait to test it out, actually. Okay, never mind. This just seems to be your run-of-the-mill. Wow, we're taking damage here, but what can I do? We need to just apply pressure. He's not going to block here anyway, so he'll go down to 14, I think. Yeah. So Gruul aggro. This is the deck that disappeared. But if we just get any other land, we can play our Angel next turn, and we're, like, cooking with gas. Okay, that's very, very strong. Yeah, clearly, that's where you put the counters. Surely. Land. Yes. So 2 white, 1 green. So we can name human. And then pass the turn, unfortunately. But now we've got a flyer, and we've got life gain potentially, because these pain lands have just been thrashing me. I'll take that, Brutal Cathar. Thank you very much. The wifey is back. Oh, 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 that hurts. Okay. Obviously, that's the go here. I think we may have this one. How are we doing for time? I mean, yeah, I'm 90% sure that we've got this match in the bag. Oh no, we just lost the game. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. I just cannot believe that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, no. No. Why did I just do that? That was a huge misplay. We could have won last turn. I should have just attacked with everything. So stupid. Sometimes I just, like, I feel like I'm in too confident of a position. I thought I had it the next game, and I didn't see that line. All he needed was a way to pump the Halana. I was like, okay, I'm going to go down to 1, because he's going to make this into like a 6, or, you know, but the audacity, oh my goodness, that's terrible. Well played, opponent. Well played. All right, we got time for one more. Try and end this one on a victory. Now I'm going to call it a night. These mosquitoes are eating me alive. There are huge mosquitoes in India. Like, wow. Almost prefer the big ones though. The ones in Bali and Indonesia, they're like really tiny. You can't see them. At least these I can like swat. They're not quite as itchy somehow. Alright, Oliver. What you got for me? Okay, we've got the turn 3 Peacekeeper. That always feels fantastic. El Tenacios. Into Thalia. It's always pretty good against black. That's not good. But the 4th land for Halana and Alena is also freaking nice. Okay. So Liliana, obviously. Yeah, it's fine. Don't know if you'll dare to attack. I wouldn't. Okay. Sure. And still no attacks. This is one of my favorite lines of the deck, you know, when you go like Alana first, then Intrepid Adversary. So you make the Alana huge, and then you put the haste on the adversary. You can swing for a buttload. Smells so good, darling. Naya, humans. Hey, what do we go? 4-1? That's great. I'm very happy with that. I think we can call it a night. The wife's brought me something to snack on. I'm gonna love you and leave you. But jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts and overall review, I definitely think it's a bit of a sleeper. I honestly could not believe it. I threw it together in 2 seconds. I haven't played any arena at all this month. This is like the second day which I've had any time to play, and as you can see, I'm steadily climbing up through platinum. So definitely well worth a try, and it doesn't even require a very heavy investment, as the only new card is Hajar. The rest of the cards you probably already got, as they're mostly old ones. So yeah, please let me know in the comments if you take it for a spin, how it goes for you. How would you have built it differently? You know, did I do any glaring misplays? Things like that always helps me improve as well. But that is going to be it for tonight's video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all probably the day after tomorrow with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.